Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Coastal Bros. Coming at you with some breaking news. That's why we thought we go ahead and put this on here now before we get out of the ordinary. And while we were doing our live show, some stuff came over the wire, and we said, "Oh, hey, we should talk about this right away." So we're doing a pre-recorded show on YouTube. So when you're done here, share this link out, share this YouTube channel out, share this YouTube topic out. And I brought my man Joey Two Wallets on here because who else would know more about this topic than my man Joey Two Wallets, because he rooted for this guy. And if you guys haven't figured it out, it's Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians hangs him up. Bruce Arians, the ex Arizona Cardinal coach, now can say ex Tampa Bay Buccaneer coach. And I'll get to who's going to replace Arians in Tampa Bay this year coming up here. But Two Wallets, are you shocked? Are you happy? He has the Super Bowl ring. He didn't get it with Arizona, but he did a lot of things good with Arizona. Are you happy with the man? Bruce Arians hangs it up.
I'm honestly not shocked. Like, I was thinking, if you do or do not get Tom Brady, this team's cap situation is all messed up. I mean, I guess the real question is Bruce Arians the next Pat Riley? Great coach turned great owner, becoming good president, great president. I mean, how far can Bruce Arians run with this
one? Well, he's 69 years old, and the report says he's going to go into the Buccaneers front office. So he's going to run some stuff with the Buccaneers, help them out, not just go away. So he's going to be around. He's not going to leave them high and dry. So, can he be Pat Riley? I don't know. I'm thinking more he can be. What's that guy from Jacksonville? The old coach. You remember the old coach?
Tom Coughlin?
Tom Coughlin. There you go. I think he can be Tom Coughlin. I think he can be.
Oh, that. Well, so this is not going to end well then.
Well, a better version of Tom Coughlin. Should put
that okay.
Yada. But a better version of Tom Coughlin. But I mean, among coaches, Bruce Arians, where do you rank him as far as like one of the coaches of all time? He got a Super Bowl ring now.
He's above Jeff Fisher, slightly under Andy Reid.
Even though he beat Andy Reid?
Yes, and the only reason why I say slightly is because to me they were both very similar in their success, but they're both very different with their styles. Bruce Arians is kind of like that roughneck, I'm going to pop you upside the head on live TV, and then people are going to say that I shouldn't hit people anymore. And Andy Reid's like, you know what, let me roll over here with this donut, and then let me make you feel better, Sorensen, about missing that tackle that you shouldn't have missed. But see, back in Philly, he had Jimmy Johnson. See, Jimmy Johnson was that no-nonsense kind of cat. So he never had to deal with that. And now he's just like, well, I'll go ahead and, Andy Reid just go with the flow. He's comfy. So I have him under Andy Reid. Now, what I mean they're similar, they took multiple quarterbacks and made successful systems. And they're also great with teaching coaches how to be coaches. And that runs right into the new head coach for Tampa, who I believe is going to be a great one.
All right, yeah. So the reports that Todd Bowles is going to be the interim head coach for Tampa Bay this season. Todd Bowles, who took a New York Jets team and did,
okay,
okay. He didn't have the backing like he did. Uh, but I like Todd Bowles. I'm glad I'm glad that they're keeping it in house because that defense is good. It wasn't the defense that let them down in that playoff run, in that playoff loss this past year. It was the offense. So I like. I mean, I like Todd Bowles. What do you think about Todd Bowles?
Todd Bowles is very underrated. And then what's beautiful about it is he's in a division where, as a defensive specialist, Allen of the Saints, he's not good and he doesn't have a good offensive coordinator. That's going to fail. But now, reported on by NBC Sports and Los Angeles Times, Arians' new job will be senior football consultant, beginning with preparations for next month's draft. Succession has always been huge for me, Arians said in the phone interview with NBC. So now we all know he loves Byron Leftwich, but who's done it before? You know what I mean? Byron Leftwich hasn't had that job yet. And since Todd Bowles has, and if you think about it, the senior assistant is basically Bruce Arians. He's going to play liaison between the GM and Todd Bowles as opposed. So what Todd Bowles wants to do with that team, he's going to be able to do with that team, which also means next year, half this team's going to change.
You don't think this team is going to change? Oh, this coming up year.
This season with their budget now, no. Next year, there's going to be some changes. And I can start with Chris Godwin. This is Chris Godwin's, spoiler alert, this is Chris Godwin's last year in Tampa Bay. Todd Bowles, ground and pound, buddy. He controls the clock. He's a grinder. He builds defenses. He knows defensive talent. He was a former scout. He knows what he's looking for. And this draft is not that deep with pass rushers, but they do have a few nice D tackles. And it's funny because I was talking about it last night. There is a punter. Tampa's special teams is not great. That dude punts 70 yards. His net is between 45 and 50, but he can punt 70 yards easy and makes it look easy. So that's what I'm looking at there, Coach.
Well, Todd Bowles in 2015 had a Jets team that won 10 games and barely missed the playoffs. But ever since then, in 2016, 2017, 2018, he had a losing record. In fact, the last 2018 he was 4-12 before going to defensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What he did with Tampa Bay Buccaneers in their defense was what I think he can continue to do with this defense. As far as what he can do, I mean, they got some good starters coming back. They got Villa Veda, I believe, is coming back. They got most of their defensive crew coming back, and the question is always going to be though, because like I said before, because you're a good defensive coordinator doesn't mean you can be a good head coach. Now, going back to the other side of the ball, does he have TB12 as his quarterback next year?
I don't think anybody wants that virus.
Are you sure? I mean,
yeah, nobody wants to catch that TB12 or the Omicron. I'm gonna tell you right now.
But okay, but where do the Bucs go then from here? Because is it Bruce Arians saying, okay, this is the reason why? So now that, because you figured Bruce Arians coming back, Tom's coming back, Bruce Arians comes back, let's try to go for another run. Bruce Arians leaves, Tom still wants to play. There's reports going everywhere. There's a report that he might go to Miami, which would probably be false. There's a report that he's going to stay in Tampa Bay. Could he go to a different team? I think he still stays in Tampa. And I think Byron Leftwich, because he offensive coordinator, he goes and he's the one that calls plays now. So Leftwich calls the plays. Bowles is the defensive coordinator. Maybe he calls the plays, defensive plays. You still got another defensive coordinator. And with Tom Brady, you have a veteran head coach on the field, per se, to go with that team. I think they'll be just fine if Tom Brady stays. What do you think?
I'm still trying to figure out where Byron Leftwich is in all this, because I know he was up for head coaching job, and I know him working alongside with Bruce Arians would have been right, especially Bruce Arians coaching front office. So where does that leave Todd Bowles? Is basically what you're asking. For the offense, he's called plays for Bruce Arians before. This is not the first time he'd be doing it. The last 2 years, he called plays in Arizona with a backup quarterback and made them look good. Him and Tom Brady got into it the first year, and then Byron Leftwich said, "Okay, let's try and tweak this and manipulate your style so that we can get you to be successful." And then that's what we saw the last year and a half.
So you think it'll be all right?
That's if Tom stays in Tampa.
All right. So stay Tom. I'm gonna throw some couple things at you real quick before we get out of here. Tom doesn't stay. Do they go get Baker Mayfield?
For what? To roll up some socks for the jock dude in the dressing room?
Who's the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers then? Tom Brady leaves. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you go get Baker Mayfield?
I would rather have Tua than Baker Mayfield.
Okay, you can't get Tua.
But if Tom Brady goes to Miami, I'm playing. All right. Baker Mayfield works if Baker Mayfield can close his mouth and stop running to the press with every problem. He's got the talent. Again, like Tua, he needs to stay healthy. I would love to see Baker be healthy and consistent. He has the talent. We've seen him do it at Oklahoma.
Right.
He's a question mark for me.
I wouldn't mind them going to get Baker. I mean, you can get him on the cheap. You get him on cheap right now. You help Cleveland. Get a couple draft picks. Here you go, Cleveland.
But I think that's 16 million. How much is Baker making?
I mean, let's just say he makes $15 million. But you get him on cheap. Because what's that guaranteed? Or you get the Browns to pay for most of that.
I think the Browns are going to have to eat that.
Okay, so the Browns eat it. Or maybe the Browns buy him out and he signs free agent.
I believe salary without signing bonus is $8.1 million, which actually ain't that bad.
Okay, so they eat $8 million. Say, here you go. I'll take $8 million. We'll eat the $8 million. You get Baker Mayfield for a 3 and a 4. All right. That's if Tom Brady doesn't come back. Because okay,
you know what? That might be. You might want to do that anyway.
Just because?
No, because you don't have a quarterback for next year, and you got a team full of veterans, and you're going to get rid of. I'll say they're going to get rid of 8 starters, and 12 of those guys. So 20 of those guys are leaving next year automatically. Contract situation and team age. They're one of the oldest teams in the league. They're not going to stay that way for long. So 20 guys are going to leave Tampa after this season. You need draft picks, and one of those at this point shouldn't be a quarterback because there's only 2 good quarterbacks that we saw this year who weren't eligible to be drafted. One's going to USC, and I believe the other one transferred to Pitt, who was also in Oklahoma. I think he originally thought that the kid from Oklahoma originally was going to go to USC. Then the Heisman Trophy winner went to USC, and he backed out of that, and I think he went to Pitt. And then now Oklahoma has a defensive coach and doesn't care about quarterbacks. So, Tampa's it's going to get real interesting in the next 24 months because they're going to go from the oldest team in the league to, I think, getting Baker Mayfield for $8 million and then trying to figure out his contract is safe for them. Because if you sit Baker Mayfield down, tell him to shut his mouth, let's get you to learn a playbook, let's get you 100% healthy, and then let's roll you out here after Tom leaves next year. But then if you bring Baker in, you're forcing Tom's hand, which is something I think that Tampa's going to want to do.
Well, you could do that. Bring in Baker for this year. I agree with you. Bring in Baker, even with Tom there.
Right.
And then next year, go draft yourself a better quarterback. Because I believe next year's draft class quarterbacks is going to be a lot better than this one. So that's what I'm thinking. But anyways, so I just wanted to give a quick, okay, what's up? You got a final thought real quick before we get out of here?
I'm looking at Tampa's overall cap situation. It's much easier when they just tell you.
What's that? While you're looking at that, I'm thinking I don't mind them going after Baker now, but I would I really want them to go after Baker after this year, or after if Tom leaves. I don't think Tom's going to Miami. I don't think so. I think it's going to be smoke and mirrors. I think they just want to, because if Tom was going to go to Miami, I think he would have been there already. And this is the last shot because if Baker can't go to Ball, we're looking for somewhere for Baker to go. But as far as Bruce Arians go, like we started off with this thing. Congratulations on a great career. Both Arizona gonna put you in the Ring of Honor in Arizona. Probably put you in the Ring of Honor in Tampa Bay for getting a Super Bowl. Look forward to your Hall of Fame in 5 years from now, maybe even earlier. Coaches is weird, so maybe the coach. I mean, he's 69, so let's get this guy in in the next couple of years.
I don't know if he's first ballot.
No?
But I'll put it this way: Pittsburgh, he fixed Big Ben. He made Big Ben a good pocket passing quarterback and won a Super Bowl there. Then he went to Indianapolis, and with Chuck Strong went out for the whole season. He's the coach that got Andrew Luck to the AFC Championship game. Arizona, he comes here and revamps the whole organization. And then he goes to Tampa Bay and wins a ring. So he has more than one ring. But as a head coach, he only has one.
Right.
He is the quarterback whisperer that all the other coaches wish they were.
Okay. But all right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this quick episode. Enjoy it. Like I said, share it, like it, share it to your page, subscribe, comment below. We'll answer your comments as well. Like I said, make sure you check us out. We got all types of shows out here. Jody Goes to No Hitters back. We got in the car with in the mic with Joey Two Wallets coming soon. Hopefully, Big Boy coming out with another show. When are we gonna get it in the car with Joey Two Wallets? Now I know you're not driving anywhere for a while. Are we gonna get in the car? I mean, we like those in the car segments. They're little hot takes.
I was figuring I'm gonna start doing hot takes here on video. I'm coming back from my injury. I'm getting better. I'm just not. I'm not all the way right yet.
Okay.
And but as soon as I do, there will be more in the car with Joey Two Wallets.
All righty. Well, just like I said, just what you getting the guys to do. You can always follow us. You can follow me right here, Big Chief Daddy, and the Sports Daddy TV crew at Big Chief Daddy 75, Sports Daddy TV You can also follow Joey Two Wallets at Joey Two Wallets on Twitter. Interact with us. We're around. We'll interact with games. Watch a live game. Watch a live supporting report. Check it out. For your wrestling fans, we just dropped a video about WrestleMania 38. Go check out that video. WrestleMania predictions. Let us know what you think on the bottom. Who you think's gonna win? I will be actively tweeting during WrestleMania this weekend, both nights, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm sure my man over here will be tweeting live NXT.
NXT. Earlier, if you're on the West Coast, 9 a.m., I'm on it. I'm going to be on it. I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to take my medication so I can sit there without pain, and I'm going to watch it.
You're going to watch it, and you're going to love it. And it's going to be wrestling breakfast style. You're going to have bacon, eggs, and tweeting about NXT.
Bacon, egg. Well, I don't eat the bacon because I'm a vegetarian, but eggs and Norco. Let's go.
There you go. Norco, vegetarian patties. Vegetarian patties, eggs, potatoes.
And medication.
And orange juice. So, all right, well, you guys, once again, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like, share this page, share it to your people. Share it everywhere. We also got another baseball fans. We got baseball. There goes a no-hitter is out there. There's another baseball MLB prediction show. Just a preview of the 2022 seasons out there as well. Once again, we thank you guys. Hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.